Music, a means of communication. Music is a means of communication and a universal language that everyone understands and is happy to understand. Whether you are playing, singing, or just listening to music, your native language and cultural background become less important. Most of us at one time or another encountered lack of words while communicating, and switching to music becomes a good alternative. All human cultures has music, so does every language, and both differed from culture to culture. The three main purposes of creating music are for ritual, for relaxation, and artistic expression. Interestingly, the 1977 movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind, pipe organ notes was used to communicate with aliens instead of Robin Williams' well-known greetings Nanu Nanu. The history of music is as old as mankind itself, and may have originated in oral traditions. A 4,000-year-old Sumerian clay tablet created in memory of its monarch is considered the earliest musical work. Due to the difficulty in translating old tablets, modern attempts to decode and play one of the oldest existing pieces of music have not been very successful so far. Although the earliest music appeared in many great cultures, such as Chinese and Indian cultures, its definition differs from culture to culture. Whether the origin of music occurs before, after, or at the same time as languages is still open to debate until now. One thing is certain: it is closely related to and influenced by the culture, religion, economy, society and technology of various regions. The earliest instruments like drums may just be rhythmic percussions, using simple materials such as a stick against the bark of a tree. The earliest man-made musical instruments can be traced back to 6000 BC, which is a flute found in China made from bones. Music and dance were common rituals in worship, cultural practice, entertainment, and celebration for battle victories. For Western cultures, religion has played a central role in the development of music. In the 9th century AD, the Western Middle Ages, the Church attempted to unify its chanting rituals, which later influenced classical and modern music. During that period, German composers created lots of organ music, utilizing the then instrument, the huge church pipe organ. This was reinforced by further technological development, especially by the invention of the printing press in year 1400. Today, classical music is characterized by several definite forms, namely symphony, sonata and concerto. By the end of the 19th century, famous composers created longer and more complex music, so orchestra-scale concerts became part of the urban community. Love and romance became a common chronicle of the works. Art and philosophy are the expressions of emotion. In the 20th century, new technological developments in recording, playback, and distribution brought about a revolution in listening to and watching music through radio, record, CD players, television, etc. As devices become smaller, more portable and sophisticated, they can easily reach every household globally. With the invention of more complex instruments such as amplifiers and synthesizers, and as composers experimented with new musical styles and forms, the boundaries of traditional musical forms were breached. With this advancement of technology, the music industry can reach a large audience and turn modern popular music into a multi-billion-dollar industry. In 2018, the preliminary estimate of the total revenue of the global music industry was $53.77 billion, up from $51 billion the previous year. This number is expected to grow steadily year by year, and it will exceed $65 billion in 2023. The five main categories of musical instruments are stringed instruments, woodwind instruments, brass instruments, keyboard instruments, and drums. Globally, there are nearly 300 musical instruments in each of these categories, making a total of 1,500 musical instruments. The main popular Western music genres are blues music, jazz music, rhythm and blues music, rock music, country music, gospel music, soul music, dance music, hip-hop music and rap music. The purpose of a composer or musician is to express and regulate emotions or emotional control through his music. Almost all human emotions can be conveyed through music, such as worship, anger, awe, desire, pain, fear and sadness. We sing a lullaby to soothe the baby, which is very effective when there is a language barrier. It is unthinkable heavy metal music can achieve a similar effect. Creating appropriate background music for each scene is a common practice in the film industry, and some of these music itself has become very popular, such as the Star Wars movie themes. Music can lift our spirits, create excitement or calm us down. It is not only a popular form of entertainment, but also can be used to convey important information to them through metaphors in stories, statements and discourses, and to convey information, point out problems, and even inspire people to discover injustices in the society. A good example is Michael Jackson's The Earth Song, whose theme is to discourage people from destroying the habitat of the earth, to reduce wars, reduce pollution, and to make our world a peaceful and better place for humans and animals. Neuroscience research shows that music can improve children's brain function. Early fetal listening to music promotes early brain development by promoting brain cells connections. It stimulates the fetal brain and supports the growth of brain structures. Classical music especially can help improve memory even in the early stages of pregnancy. For older children under the age of 11, playing musical instruments has many benefits, such as improving their concentration and social skills, as well as language and mathematics subjects. Musical activities such as playing an instrument, singing, or just listening to music stimulates the brain, and this brain training improves the brain structure by forming new neurons connections. Studies also show that children who take music lessons have improved language development and learning to read becomes easier. Learning to play music helps develop the left brain and aids in voice recognition. Songs can also help children remember information, and this is proven by the effectiveness of the many children online music instructional videos available. By listening to music beats, your child can learn basic scores, pattern recognition and problem solving. Children who learn music also have higher spatial intelligence, that is, the ability to create, retain, retrieve, and transform well-structured visual images. Music is a language, a universal language. Music is art. It allows us to create and express our emotions. Music is science. It is about frequency and acoustics, produced by sounds and musical instruments. Music is mathematics. It is a rhythm based on dividing time into parts. Music is education. It requires the coordination of fingers, legs, lungs, lips, ears, and brain. Music is history as it has always existed. Recent studies have shown that people trained in music have better working memory, which helps them remember things even if their brains are busy doing other things, which is an important aspect of mental arithmetic and reading comprehension. Learning to play music also requires a high degree of concentration, and training children to concentrate for a long time. Like sports, playing and dancing with music can develop children's motor skills. Making music is not just sound or fingers. They also use ears and eyes, as well as large and small muscles at the same time. This helps mind and body coordination. Learning music teaches children to work towards short-term goals, develop habits and practice self-discipline. Taking time to practice regularly can encourage commitment and patience. Mastering a concert performance generates a sense of pride and accomplishment, and helps children learn the value of self-discipline. Making music together in a band or choir can improve children's social, emotional skills and sense of belonging. They learn to work together as a team and develop empathy for others. Researchers have found that when children make music together, from simple rhythms to larger collective performances, they are better able to blend into other people's emotions. Music can give children the opportunity to freely express their creativity and be inspired. Think about listening to a wonderful classical music, singing a favorite song with friends, or dancing to a good song on the radio. It can make our hearts sing and lift our spirits. The above are all positive impacts. How about the negative aspects? No other species has evolved to value music and evoke emotional responses like humans. The fact that music can control our emotions led some experts to believe that violent lyrics across music genres encourage offensive thoughts. An experiment conducted by social psychologists found that people who heard violent songs become more hostile than those who heard non-violent songs of the same artist and style. A recent study of how drilling music, a rap genre characterized by threatening lyrics, its content revolving around gang rivalry, is linked to crime-seeking activities. There are however many other reasons for the rising crime rate, such as poverty, scarcity, racism, poor leadership, lack of business investment, lack of opportunities and resources. People who are already violent may be attracted to violent music, but this does not mean that everyone who likes this kind of music is violent. A recent study found that people with clinical depression tend to feel worse after listening to sad music, while people without these tendencies feel better after listening. In addition to emotions, research shows that music can also affect simple behaviors, such as improving our productivity and our spending habits. People who dance and actively participate in music are happier than others who do not participate. The well-being scores of people who dance and participate in music activities are significantly higher than those who do not. People who actively participate in music in a group also score higher than others who enjoy music alone. Human brain cells will discharge synchronously with the happy rhythm beat of the music. So happy music do actually positively stimulate us. Music can play a stimulating effect by distracting us for repetitive or boring tasks which make us drowsy. We become more efficient, thereby improving our productivity. Studies have shown that concerts stimulate the hormone oxytocin and trigger serotonin, which is responsible for building connection, trust and intimacy. We all know that lullabies and gentle rhythms can help babies fall asleep, and children of all ages can sleep better after listening to soothing tunes. This applies to adults as well. Soothing music improves sleep hygiene, improves our ability to fall asleep faster, and feels more relaxed, and so it is good to add it to our night routine. In a study, adults who listened to music for 45 minutes before going to bed reported better sleep quality. It can also shorten the time required to fall asleep. In a study of patients with insomnia, participants played a self-selected album for 10 consecutive nights while sleeping. Before participants add music to their daily routines in the evening, they need 27 to 69 minutes to fall asleep, but only 6 to 13 minutes after adding music. Playing music before going to bed not only make it easier to fall asleep quickly but improve sleep quality and sleep efficiency, make sleep more consistent, and reduce waking up at night. Music triggers the release of dopamine, a hormone released during pleasurable activities such as eating, exercising, and during sex. Its release can increase the feeling of rest at bedtime and reduce pain, which is another common cause of sleep problems. The physical and psychological response to music can effectively relieve acute and chronic physical pain. Listening to music can also help relax the unconscious nervous system. This unconscious nervous system is part of your body's natural system and is used to control automatic or unconscious processes, including processes in the heart, lungs, and digestive system. Music improves sleep by calming parts of the nervous system, resulting in slower breathing, lower heart rate, and lower blood pressure. It can help people with sleep problems get distracted from disturbing or anxious thoughts and promote the physical and mental relaxation needed to fall asleep. Noise at night, whether it comes from traffic, people or animals, can reduce sleep efficiency and are associated with a variety of adverse health outcomes. including cardiovascular disease. Music can help drown out these environmental noises and improve sleep efficiency. One of the most important factors in how music affects a person's body is the listener's own music preferences. An effective custom playlist can contain relaxing songs or songs that have helped you fall asleep in the past. One factor to consider when designing a playlist is speed. Rhythm, or the speed at which music is played, is usually measured in beats per minute. Since the normal resting heart rate is between 60 and 100 beats per minute, the body can synchronize with the slower rhythm of music. When incorporating music into your sleep activities at night, the following tips are helpful. Create a routine evening ritual to allow the body enough time to relax and blend into the music in a calm and consistent way. Find interesting song combinations which you like. Although many people benefit from slow-paced songs, others can relax and try more cheerful music to see what is best. We all have songs that evoke strong emotions and should be avoided. It may not be a good idea to hear these when trying to fall asleep. Neutral or positive music and at a soothing and non-disturbing volume is encouraged. In conclusion, music has evolved much over the decades. So what is the future of music? With new AI and other technologies, there will undoubtedly be new inventions of instruments and corresponding new compositions, or maybe even altogether new genres. With that in mind, happy listening.